Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. So today we solve some questions based on identities. Okay. Okay. So the question which I discussed that means yesterday, and that we left. So first of all, we trying to that means solve that question, then come to next. Okay. Prove that sine alpha plus sine beta plus sine gamma minus sine alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 4 sine alpha plus beta by 2 sine beta plus gamma by 2 or into sine gamma plus alpha by 2 gamma plus alpha by 2. So you prove that question. Okay, so first you write this one. Now taking left side, which is sine alpha plus sine beta plus sine gamma minus sine alpha plus beta plus gamma. Alpha plus beta plus gamma. Now applying the identity which is sine alpha, sine x plus sine y. So you have 2 sine alpha plus beta by 2 cos alpha minus beta by 2. In the same way, if you applying here, so you have 2 cos gamma plus alpha plus beta plus gamma by 2 into sine gamma minus alpha minus beta minus gamma whole divided by 2 whole divided by 2. Okay, so uh, here you see that gamma and gamma is cancel out, and you know sine of minus alpha, sine of minus x is equal to minus sine x. So due to that here you have to write negative sign, understand? And yes, simplifying, so you have 2 sine alpha plus beta by 2 cos alpha minus beta by 2, and here you have minus 2 cos, yes, right, alpha plus beta plus 2 gamma by 2, and here you have sine alpha plus beta by 2. If you are taking minus common, so sine of minus x is equal to minus sine x, so it becomes negative. So here you see that you have common 2 sine alpha plus beta by 2 is common from the entire term. So take out common. So 2 sine alpha plus beta by 2, which is common. So here you have cos alpha minus beta by 2 minus cos alpha plus beta plus 2 beta gamma divided by 2. Understand? Now what you do, here you applying the formula of cos x minus cos y, and cos x minus cos y is minus 2 sine x plus y by 2 sine x minus y by 2. So applying here, so 2 sine alpha plus beta by 2 into here you applying minus 2 sine alpha plus beta by 2. So first you write alpha minus beta plus alpha plus beta plus 2 big gamma whole divided by 4. Here you can write whole divided by 4. Why? Because here you see, if you are that is taking alpha x plus y, sine x plus y by 2. So 2 LCM is here. Understand? So that's why that 2 is here. But in formula you have x plus y by 2. So that 2 and this 2 makes 4 here. So that's
C
why I
capital.
am writing here, written here in this way. Okay. So cosine alpha minus beta plus beta plus 2 gamma divided by 4. In the same way, you can write here sine alpha minus beta by 2. So write alpha minus beta and change its sign, minus alpha minus beta minus 2 gamma whole divided by 4. Whole divided by 4 you write in this way. So you first you write all that. That's why we can rub its upper portion. डन बेटा, हो गया? कर लिया इसको? All you noted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, beta. So write its next step. So here you see some terms are cancel out. So beta and beta here cancel, and here you have alpha cancel out. Okay. So write its remaining terms. Okay. So what is left here? So write 2 sine alpha plus beta by 2, and within bracket you have minus 2 sine. Yes, just see here you have 2 alpha plus 2 gamma by 2. Now taking 2 common, so that is equal to alpha plus gamma by 2. Alpha plus gamma by 2. In the same way, in this step, if you are taking common, minus common, so you have minus 2 common, that means in angle. So you have minus 2 into beta plus gamma by 4. So 2 is cancel out. And you know, sine of minus x is equal to minus sine x. So it becomes minus times of sine beta plus gamma. Write it. Beta plus gamma by 2. You have this step. Understand? So just to check it, so this alpha minus and minus becomes positive. So overall, you have 4 sine alpha plus beta by 2, sine alpha plus gamma by 2, and sine beta plus gamma by 2. That is your right side. So in this way, right side is proved. Noted. Okay. Now next question. If cos a plus b, if cos a plus b into sine c minus d into sine c minus d is equal to cos a minus b into cos c plus d into cos c plus d. Cos a plus b into sine c minus d is equal to cos a minus b into sine c plus d. Then prove that, yes, right, then prove that tan a, tan b, tan C plus tan D plus tan D is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. So you here you have to prove that tan A into tan B into tan C plus tan D is equal to 0. So how you obtain such type of result? First you check it. Here you have given cos A plus B into sin C minus D and is equal to cos A minus B or into cos C plus D. So from the given result, you that means transfer all the terms of A and B to one side and the terms of C and D to other side. So what you have? So first you write here solution and what is given? First you write cos of A plus B into sin C minus D is equal to cos A minus B into cos C plus D. You write in this way and yes, right. Cos A plus B upon cos A minus B is equal to cos C plus D upon sin C minus D. Sin C minus D. So you write in this way. Now applying componendo and dividendo. Here you applying componendo and dividendo. So write it. Applying componendo dividendo. We get. So applying here. So what you write? Cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Cos A plus B plus cos A minus B upon cos A plus B minus cos A minus B. And here you have cos C plus D, cos C plus D. Just wait. Here you have a term of sine. Na? Just wait. Something wrong here. So first you correct here. Just wait. Here you make a correction. Cos A minus B into sine C plus D. Right here, sine, not cos. Correct it. So sine is here. Sine C plus D is here. Here you write sine C plus D. Okay, make it correct. Okay. So on this side you have sine C plus D plus sine C minus D divided by sine C plus D minus sine C minus D. Minus sine C minus D. So in this way, you have result. Now, here you applying the formula of cos x plus cos y. And in denominator, here you applying cos x minus cos y. Understand? In the same way, you applying on right side the formula of sin x plus sin y and sin x minus sin y. Okay? So, just check it. What you obtained here when you applying all that identities. So here you write cos x plus cos y is equal to 2 cos x plus y by 2. 2 cos x plus y by 2. So you have a plus b plus a minus b whole divided by 2. Whole divided by 2. So that is 2 cos x plus y by 2 into cos x minus y. So a plus b minus a plus b whole divided by 2. Understand? So that is the formula of cos x plus cos y, and in denominator you have cos x minus cos y. So you applying minus 2 sine a plus b. So a plus b plus a minus b by 2 and sine a minus b by 2. So a plus b minus a plus b by 2 plus a by 2. Okay, and is equal to, in the same way you applying on right side. So what you have, cos c sin c plus sin d, that means sin x plus sin y. So you have 2 sin a plus b, sorry c, no? So c plus d plus c minus d whole divided by 2, and cos, yes, write it. For cos you can write, just write it for cos. Cos c minus d means cos x minus y by 2. So you can write c plus d minus c plus d whole divided by 2. Okay. In the same way, in denominator you have 2 cos c plus d plus c minus d by 2 and sin c plus d, and change its sign, minus c plus d whole divided by 2. Whole divided by 2. So you have in this way. Yes, write it. Yes, write it. Now here you see that some of the terms are cancel out. Okay. So just see here. So b and b is cancel out here. In denominator, b and b is cancel out. Here a is cancel out, and here a is cancel out. And here you see d and d is cancel out. Yes, d cancel. Here the terms of c is cancel out. C. So these two terms are cancel out. Okay. Now you write what is left. Okay. So right here. So here 2 and 2 is also cancel out. And here you have cos of A. Means 2A by 2 is cancel out. So here you have cos A, cos B. Cos A, cos B. Understand? So right, cos A, cos B upon, here you have minus sin A, minus times of sin A into sin B. Sin B is equal to, here you have sin C is equal to sin C cos D. Sin C cos D upon cos C, and here you have sin D. Sin D. Okay, so here you have the terms in this way. Now check it. Just you see cos upon sin. Cos upon sin is cot. Okay, so either you write cot or you write 1 by tan A. So minus times of 1 upon tan A. Here you have, in the same way, tan B. Okay, so minus 1 upon tan A tan B here you have, and is equal to, here you have tan C.
Tan C.
Yes, tan C upon
Cot.
tan D. Tan C upon tan D. Now taking cross multiplication, so what you have, here you have tan A tan B, tan A tan B tan C is equal to minus tan D. Minus tan D. Okay. Now transposing its term, so you have tan A, tan B, tan C plus tan D is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. So that is that's the application of componendo dividendo, and also its importance. When you have any, that means ratio, and that ratio are in proportion. Likewise, A by B is equal to C by D. So if you applying componendo dividendo on both sides, okay, no doubt the result is completely simplified, and you will have your result. Understand? Okay, so note it. Yeah, in the same way, you have also some questions that we based on componendo dividendo, and just I am also trying to simplifying all that questions also. That's why for your that means better practice for all that type of questions. Okay, so note it. Next question. Okay, लिखो बेटा, if cos x plus y, if cos x plus y, cos x plus y is equal to m times of cos x minus y, m times of cos x minus y, then prove that tan x is equal to, prove that tan x is equal to 1 minus m upon 1 plus m, 1 minus m upon 1 plus m cot y, cot y. You have to prove this result. Yes, applying same method. The terms of cos are is to be, that means taken one side, and then you applying componendo dividendo. Okay, so you can very easily find, that is getting your result. Okay, so just check it. So here you have cos of x plus y upon cos of x minus y, and is equal to m. M means m by 1. M means m upon 1. Now applying componendo dividendo. Yes, right? Applying componendo dividendo, we get, yes, so right, cos x plus y plus cos x minus y upon cos x plus y minus cos x minus y is equal to m plus 1 upon m minus 1. M plus 1 upon m minus 1. You have the result in this way. Now applying identity. So which identity? Here you applying the formula of cos x plus cos y. Okay. So applying it, 2 cos x plus y by 2. So x plus y plus x minus y upon 2, and cos x minus y by 2. So x plus y minus x plus y by 2. And in denominator you applying minus 2 sine x plus y by 2. So x plus y plus x minus y by 2, and sine x minus y by 2. So x plus y minus x plus y whole divided by 2 is equal to m plus 1 upon m minus 1. M plus 1 upon m minus 1 you write in this way. Now y is cancel out here, x cancel out, here again y and y cancel out, and here x is cancel out. Okay, so right, its remaining term 2 is also cancel out. Okay, so here you have cos x cos y upon sin x, and here you have sin y, sin x sin y, and this minus sign, if you multiplying this minus sign to right side, so right side your m minus 1 becomes 1 minus m. Okay, so you send it to right side, so that can be written as 1 plus m upon 1 minus m, 1 plus m upon 1 minus m. Now This is written as 1 by 10x, and here you have 1 by 10y, or you write here in the form of 1, that is x, the terms of x can be written in the form of 10 and y in terms of cot. Okay, so as per your question, so you write in this way, so write it. That is equal to cot y upon 10x. Cot y upon 10x is equal to 1 plus m upon 1 minus m. 1 plus m upon 1 minus m. Now, taking cross multiplication and here find the value of 10x. So, what you have, yes, right here. So, you can write or 10x is equal to 1 minus m upon 1 plus m into cot of y, into cot of y. So you can write your, that is required result in this way. So write it. And the same type of question you also, that means prove, that means in previous classes. But in that class, you applying the formula for cos x plus y and cos x minus y. Okay, and no doubt in that case it becomes quite lengthy. It becomes quite lengthy at that time. But here you know the identity to reduce the sum and product in the form of product. So that's why it becomes easy, and also that be more shorter than previous question. Okay, so all that here you study, that means about that means the identity which be based on the formula, which is based on the sum and difference of the function. Sum and difference to reduce in the form of product. Understand? Now, here, now here I again, that means, mm, yes, discuss you about the sum identities which be uh, as a function of multiples and submultiples of number. Okay, and that type of that means identity are also known as half angle relation or one third angle relation. Okay, so one by one, here we study about the different type of identities. First you note it, and then I prove it one by one to build up your concept, how you prove such type of identity. But that is only for your understanding point of view, and the proving of identity is not asked in your exams, but here we have to discuss it how the results are obtained. Okay, so first off, write yes, write in this way: for all real numbers x, yes, note it, for all real number x, yes, right beta, first identity, sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x cos x. 2 sine x cos x. Okay, so how this can be taken, that is saying in the other way, as half angle relation. Half angle relation, why it is saying that half angle relation? Because here you have sine 2x, and here the identity, that means the angle with sine and cos is half of this angle. So that means sine 2x can be written as 2 sine x cos x. Okay. In the same way, if you are talking about sine x, okay. So sine x, so half of x is what? X by 2. So you can write sine x is equal to 2 sine x by 2 cos of x by 2. That is correct. That identity is correct. But here I prove only that is first part, and this part is also you have a result, and you can use it whenever it be required. So if you applying half angle relation as per the same pattern, so sine x can also be written as 2 sine x by 2 cos x by 2. In the same way, if you have sine 4x, if you have sine 4x, understand, and if you applying the same identity, so you can write 2 sine 2x cos of 2x. Understand? So note all that things. So that is known as half angle relation. That is known as half angle relation. So how you prove this part? Just I discuss it. The proof of proving of this part is that is quite easy because you well know about the method of unit circle. With the help of unit circle, you derive that is important result. That is the formula of cos x plus y and cos x minus y. Understand? And with the help of that, you see there are so many identities which we completely depend upon all that. Understand? So you how you prove this part, that is this first part. Here when I want to prove it here, so just check it. Sine 2x can be written as sine x plus x. Here I write sine 2x is written as sine x plus s. Understand? Now applying the identity of sine x plus y. So sine x plus y is what? Right here sine x cos y. So write sin x cos x plus cos x. So write here cos x and sin y. So in place of y here you have also x. So that is equal to cos x. So here you see that the both terms are same. That's why it is written as 2 sin x cos x. 2 sin x cos x. Yes, this is the proof of this first identity. Understand? So note it. In the same way, you have a second identity, cos 2x. Cos 2x. So here you have three formula for cos 2x. So cos 2x is equal to cos square x minus sine square x. Okay. And if you convert it is in the completely in the terms of sine, so that can also be equal to 1 minus 2 sine square x, and is also equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. 2 cos square x minus 1. So all that values are equal to cos 2x. Note it. All that values are of cos 2x. Okay. So how you prove such type of identity? Yes, you know cos 2x can be written as cos x plus x in the same way. Now if you are applying the formula for cos x plus y here, so you have cos x cos y, so right here x minus sin x sin y, so sin x into sin x, and is equal to cos square x minus sin square x. So it's prove your first part. Now your second part is only in terms of sine, so convert this cos into sine. So you have 1 minus sine square x minus sine square x, and is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square x. That it's prove your second result. Now convert this sine into cos. So 1 minus 2 into 1 minus cos square x. So multiplying 1 minus 2 plus 2 cos square x, and is equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. 2 cos square x minus 1. So in this way, here you prove your that means identity, and you have to learn all that identity because on that is next coming into classes we have to solve the questions based on all that identities. Understand? So yes, the time is about to over. You learned all that identities, and you have the sufficient time to prepare your that means topics which we asked in your test. Go through it. Yes, solve more and more that means questions, practice on it, and no doubt you that is got a good marks in your examination. Okay, so you have to practice a lot on all that things, because you know there are in each subject, not only in mathematics, science, that is in all the subjects, you also here think that oh, there be the large difference in between the syllabus of class 11, 12th and 10th. Understand? And also you see that your thinking ability to that is think about a particular questions are also change in class 11. Understand? Yes. God bless. Go through it. Okay. Thank you all of you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, beta. Noted. Noted. हो गया बेटा? कर लिया?
Yes, sir. Time is over.
Okay, okay. Thank you, beta. Okay. God bless. Jai Hind.